We continue to follow the multi-story building fire in Northwest. It's on 24th and G Street. Again, in Northwest, that's in Foggy Bottom. We're going to send it back out to Daniel Hamburg with the latest. Daniel.
Well, Mark, we have Vito Maggiolo here with DC Fire and EMS. So first off, we saw a lot of elderly patients being taken out of this 8-story apartment building. How many people have been taken out? What is the scope of things?
Well, we don't have a number of people who have been taken out. I mean, when we arrived, we had fire visible from a second-floor apartment. What's also happening is the smoke from that fire was filling the entire 8-story building. It houses senior citizens. So our immediate challenge was rescues. We had numerous people in distress at their windows, some of them mobility challenged. We took an undetermined number of them down ladders. When conditions inside permitted, we brought additional victims down through the interior. We've set up a triage area where we evaluate the number of people who we've brought out and determine which ones need further medical attention. We'll transport them to the hospitals. Others are being treated, being given oxygen, and being evaluated.
Preliminarily, is this mostly smoke inhalation injuries that we're seeing?
Well, I'm not able to discuss the types of injuries. We're restricted on that. But most of the people were exposed to smoke conditions which reached all floors of this 8-story senior living facility.
Of course, a fire inside. I understand there's a lot of smoke in that building. How long did it take to put the fire out, and what is the smoke situation in there now?
Well, the fire was put out relatively quickly. It was on the second floor. We had good access. It was tough getting down the hallway where there was a lot of heat and smoke, but we got a hose line in there and extinguished the bulk of the fire in relatively short time. But that time, the smoke did extend up to the upper floors. Now, right now, we're ventilating the building. We've been opening roof hatches. We've got fans inside, so most of the smoke has been removed, and the conditions are much less severe than they were initially.
And are there any more people inside that still need to be rescued? We saw the video of people being taken out on those ladders.
What we're going to do is an extensive secondary search where we go floor by floor, room by room, to ensure that there's nobody still inside who is in distress.
Gotcha. Anything else that you can add right now to this?
Just that the conditions when we arrived, obviously, were dramatic. Our firefighters did a tremendous job. In the rear, they could not get a hook and ladder truck the way the building is situated, so they carried portable ladders to the rear, threw ladders up, went up those ladders, found the people who were in need, brought them down ladders. It was quite an effort on the part of our members.
Gotcha. And certainly, as we're going to show you some of that video here of those elderly residents being brought down the ladders, obviously a very slow and cautious situation to bring those people down. It's not easy to get a regular person down those ladders, especially people with some mobility challenges.
Absolutely. The mobility challenges make it extremely difficult, but as you saw from the video, we successfully brought those folks to safety.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, Vito. We will continue to bring you more on this 8-story apartment fire later on in this newscast and tonight at 5. We will have the latest live for you as it happens. Live in Foggy Bottom, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.